I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Imagine being an idol, receiving endless love and praise from loyal fans, but on the other hand, it actually makes your agency disappointed. What is really going on behind all the praise that Taehyung receives from ARMY? Why is HYBE, which has always been known as a professional management, unhappy with all the attention given by fans? There is something bigger behind this phenomenon, and the surprise that will be revealed could change our views on BTS, Taehyung, and how their agency manages them. Stay tuned for this story, because you will find out the answer to the big question that has been hanging over many people. Why is HYBE unhappy with all the praise for Taehyung? Taehyung, a member of BTS who has long been known for his extraordinary charm, distinctive voice, and charisma that captivates fans, has always held a special place in the hearts of ARMY. Over the years, fans have not only admired his talent, but also appreciated his sincere and down-to-earth nature. Every word he says, every smile he shows, always creates an extraordinary reaction from fans. However, despite Taehyung's increasing popularity, there was something going on behind the scenes that caused disappointment from their management. HYBE, which has always been known as an agency that is very careful in managing BTS, was apparently worried about all the praise that was coming to Taehyung. Fans continued to give him high regards, praising him for everything he did, whether in music, appearance, or his behavior in public. However, HYBE, which usually designed each member's image very carefully, was not entirely happy with this phenomenon. There was more going on than just fans idolizing their favorite member. What caused HYBE to feel disappointed with the immense attention being given to Taehyung? The answer lies in the highly controlled image management and how fans were giving Taehyung more attention than the agency wanted. HYBE had tried hard to maintain a balance between all the BTS members, highlighting the unique strengths of each individual. However, with Taehyung's increasing popularity, especially on social media, HYBE felt that the excessive attention being given to him could disrupt the overall dynamic of the group. As part of a group with international popularity, BTS not only deals with their loyal fans, but also with many external factors that influence the decisions they make. HYBE tries to maintain the image of BTS as a solid unit, not just a collection of individuals with immense popularity. When one member, like Taehyung, gets too much attention and praise, it can lead to an imbalance in the group that should be seen as a whole. This is a very sensitive issue, because BTS has been formed in such a way that each member gets equal attention. HYBE does not want to create a gap between BTS members, especially with more and more fans idolizing one member more than the others. They know very well that excessive popularity for one member can cause unhealthy internal competition and ultimately disrupt the harmony of the group. This can also affect the relationship between BTS members and fans, which has been very close for a long time. In the fast-paced and stressful entertainment world, maintaining this balance is essential to keep the group strong and solid. However, while HYBE may be disappointed by the excessive attention given to Taehyung, many fans are actually proud of him and love him even more. For ARMY, every member of BTS has a very special place, and Taehyung, with all his charms, deserves appreciation and praise from all over the world. They feel that every step taken by Taehyung is a reflection of his hard work and dedication, and they can't help but admire him even more. Of course, this problem is not easy. How to arrange for each member of BTS to still have space to shine, but not stand out too much that it disrupts the balance of the group? HYBE has a tough task to keep BTS operating as a whole unit, even though they all have extraordinary individualities. In this case, HYBE must be very careful not to impose too much control or limit the freedom of BTS members, especially Taehyung, who has a unique way of interacting with fans. There's no denying that this tension has created a lot of room for speculation among fans. Some may feel that HYBE is stifling Taehyung's freedom, while others may argue that the excessive attention given to one member should be moderated for the sake of the group as a whole. But what's clear is that despite this tension, BTS's fans still support them no matter what. They know that BTS is a unit, and they want to see the group stay strong and successful together. One of the interesting things about this situation is how we see the relationship between artists and management in the entertainment industry. Usually, we see management as the one who maximizes the artist's potential so that they can achieve great success. However, in the case of BTS and Taehyung, We see how too much attention given to an artist, even if driven by sincere fans, can be a double-edged sword. Too much popularity can make the agency feel the need to take steps to control the situation so that all members remain on equal footing. However, this issue also shows another side of Taehyung, that he is not just an idol who is loved by fans, but he also has a huge influence on how the world views BTS and K-pop. Taehyung's popularity is not something to be taken lightly, and while HYBE may be disappointed by the situation, they can't ignore the fact that Taehyung is one of the main pillars of BTS's success. His success in winning over fans and creating a huge impact is proof that he is more than just a member of BTS. He is a phenomenon. Despite these internal tensions, one thing is for sure. Taehyung still tries to maintain a good relationship with his fans and stay true to his principles. He knows very well that without ARMY, BTS's journey would not be as successful as it is, and he always tries to give his best. However, in a world full of control and high expectations, sometimes that freedom must be fought for, even if it means challenging the existing system. From a fan perspective, they just want to see Taehyung happy and continue to grow in his career. They believe that each member of BTS deserves to be recognized for their hard work, and Taehyung, with all his charm, deserves every compliment that comes his way. But on the other hand, they also understand that BTS is a team, and the harmony of the group must be maintained. These tensions, while difficult, are part of their journey as artists who continue to grow. HYBE, while seemingly angry about the situation, still plays a big role in maintaining the group's image as a whole. The decisions they make in managing BTS are not only to maintain their popularity, but also to ensure that the group can continue to do well in the long run. Even though it means having to face the reality that there is tension between them and their fans, HYBE still tries to keep BTS stable as a solid group. Ultimately, despite these tensions, BTS and Taehyung still have loyal fans who support them. BTS fans have always known that what is seen in the media is only a small part of their bigger story. They understand that, despite their problems that need to be resolved, BTS is a family that will stick together, overcoming any obstacles that come their way. And for Taehyung, despite these challenges, he is still a figure who is loved and appreciated by his fans, who know that he always tries to give his best. Taehyung's courage to stay true to himself despite all the pressures that come his way shows that he is more than just an idol. He is a symbol of integrity and the courage to fight for personal freedom. Despite the tension with HYBE, Taehyung has not abandoned his fans who have supported him since the beginning. He knows that while the entertainment world is full of calculations and strategies, there is one thing that cannot be bought or controlled: the genuine relationship between an artist and his fans. Through everything that happens, Taehyung's fans remain the main reason he continues to fight, despite the immense pressure.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is